Hi, I'm Bill Saris, CEO of Linqto, and today I'd like to present an exciting new way of investing in private securities. Lemonade, Snowflake, Palantir, Asana, it's been a big year for IPOs with Airbnb on deck, and each took a big price jump after going public. So how do we all get in on these companies at a much lower price before they file? The secondary market has been active for generations, but only large institutional players in the top 1% are able to afford the 6 or 7 figure minimum investment required. Linqto has opened private trading to millions around the world. No longer is this space the exclusive domain of institutional investors and 1%ers. What Robinhood did for public securities and Coinbase did for crypto, Linqto has done for unicorns. Of the world's estimated 50 million investors who qualify as accredited, less than 2% are invested in this asset class. The remaining 98% have never had access until now. By using Linqto's mobile and web-based apps, even small investors now have access to invest in pre-IPO stocks with minimal friction, making the purchase process as straightforward as buying public equities with Schwab, Fidelity, or any other public stock trading app. What we're presenting to you today is an opportunity to partner with Linqto to provide access for your customers to this restricted asset class that represents $1.5 trillion in market cap. As Eric Thomas, our chief architect, will demonstrate, the process for researching, selecting, and purchasing pre-IPO stock is incredibly simple. So simple, in fact, that's our slogan, Private Investing Made Simple. Investors simply install the app from the Apple or Google Play Store, launch it, and all available investment products are displayed in the list. Tapping a product provides detailed access to company information and news, and a means to purchase units in a special purpose vehicle that holds the shares. Notice that when Eric taps the buy button, the user is prompted to sign in. Linqto has partnered with Global ID as our ID verification provider. KYC AML is the first friction point in the process, and Linqto has taken that process on chain. It's like an investor passport that provides a single sign-on, an ID verification process that can be used on a growing number of financial products, eliminating the need to do separate ID verification for KYC AML for every product you use. Eric already has a global ID and is signing into the Linqto app using his global ID. Global ID verification information is maintained in secure, immutable, and personally controlled digital files on a blockchain. Prior to Linqto's new trading platform, private investing in pre-IPO unicorns was a costly, slow, and difficult process that usually required minimum investment sizes that price it out of reach to all but 2% of the total available investor audience. This asset class is now available to the other 50 million unserved accredited investors. The next friction point is the ROFR, or right of first refusal period, which can stall a traditional private equities transactions for 30 to 60 days and often end in the company exercising their right, killing the transaction. Linqto eliminated this friction point by becoming the only service that acts as a principal and not a broker. We purchased the shares prior to putting them on the platform. The shares have already been transferred, and one of Linqto's SPVs is listed on the cap table of the issuing company. Linqto is selling units of ownership in a special purpose vehicle that holds the shares, in this case, shares of Uphold. Minimum investment sizes are determined per series, but typically they're $5,000 or $10,000, and the increments can also be set. And then a simple UI with a slider and plus minus buttons creates a mobile-friendly process. The user then selects a payment method using either a wire or an account from their Uphold wallet, which we'll discuss in a bit. And the third friction point in the transaction comes with the generation of transaction-specific documentation. The Linqto system automates this process by preparing completed operating and subscription agreements that are electronically signed. The user simply checks the box, confirming that she has reviewed the documents, and the subscription agreement is dynamically populated with data from the transaction and from the user profile into an electronically signed document. Private investing made simple means providing a similar experience on both mobile and web. So most features and user flows are the same. The Linqto website is responsive and mobile friendly, but we encourage use of the app on a phone. The same products featured on the home screen of the app are listed on the Linqto homepage as our top listings, and the order flow process is the same. In either the app or the website, investors can find their transaction status in the portfolio. Details of pending, completed, and canceled transactions are available for every investment. The fourth friction point in the process is the time it takes to pay for a trade. Linqto has partnered with Uphold to implement a wallet that enables payments for transactions in virtually any fiat or digital currency, whether on the web or a phone. Simply connect your Uphold wallet and use your balances to purchase unit interest in a Linqto SPV. Use your XRP to buy some Ripple. Linqto receives all funds in US dollars. Uphold handles all of the exchanges and transfers. 98% of accredited investors have been unserved in the secondary market. Linqto has democratized this space. Investing in late-stage private companies has moved from Wall Street to Main Street. Accessible, affordable, and liquid unicorn investments. That's private investing made simple. Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. A couple questions for you. First one, in the introduction, I just want to make sure I heard you right. Did you say that there's a total of $1.5 trillion in this asset class?
Yeah, that's correct, Greg. Actually, as of yesterday, I looked it up. There are 495 private companies that are valued over $1 billion. That makes them unicorns. And they have a cumulative valuation of $1.566 trillion. It's the most sought after asset class, according to Linqto surveys of our accredited investors, yet is the most inaccessible to individual portfolios.
Okay, so I guess the obvious follow-up question is, how can our audience tap into that? That's massive.
Yeah, that's a good question. I probably should have brought that up in the presentation, but Linqto has affiliate programs that provide referrals. We can provide referrals if you're unlicensed to unlicensed affiliates. And we actually have a rev share program. So if you're a licensed affiliate, you can use our application processing yourself for your own customers. Come to the booth, talk to us, or send me a note at bill@linqto.com. This is a live platform. You can go and download it now. It's free for accredited investors. Go to the App Store or the Play Store and get the app. Sign up for a free account at www.linqto.com. Either way, and once you familiarize yourself with the application, come and visit us.
Awesome. I think that's it for me. I'll go ahead and let you wrap it up.
Okay, thanks, Greg. It's been a pleasure being here today. Really, this is our fourth time at Finovate, and we really love it, and we appreciate all that you guys do. Again, we'd like to encourage you to consider how your organization might find partnering with Linqto's trading platform and investor networks of accredited investors a unique and exciting opportunity. Introduce your clients to an exciting asset class where they're usually shut out. Linqto's accredited investor status verification can ensure their qualification, and Linqto's user-friendly automated platform can provide them accessible and affordable investments in pre-IPO unicorns. The rev share opportunities with this platform are substantial. So if you want to find out more, just come by our virtual booth and introduce yourself. I'm happy to talk with you. Thanks, Greg.